Bonjour. All right, so here's gonna be my picks for week. What is it? Week 14 now. I know I'm late on the Thursday night game, but I was saying that Arizona's gonna win. They won. Whatever. Take my word on it. Don't take my word. Whatever. So basically, let me bring up a list of who's playing 538, and I'm pretty confident that not a whole lot of changes are going to happen this week. There's not going to be a whole lot of offsets. So let's see. So the first game is Atlanta versus Carolina. Carolina is going to destroy Atlanta. See, I'm a big fan of Atlanta because I have Devontae Freeman. I have one of my leagues. I have Matt Ryan, and I also have Julio Jones. So there's a lot of good players there. I just don't think they can compete with Carolina. I just don't think they have a good enough quarterback. I don't think their defense is very good. So I just don't see it happening. And Carolina, I believe it's at Carolina as well. I could be wrong about that. I believe it's at so it is at Carolina. So they're going to get demolished. Then Buffalo versus Philly. So everyone's asking the question, is Philly making a comeback? And I don't know. Like, there is a good team there, but they're not. Their coach is just so incompetent that I don't know if they can win. It is a home game, so they have an advantage. They're playing Buffalo, who I think Buffalo is actually a very, very good team. Buffalo is actually slated to win the wild card. So I think that my hunch says Buffalo is going to win. Or I really think that maybe Philly beating New England was a complete fluke. So I don't know. I'm going to say Buffalo will win. Then you have Detroit versus St. Louis. St. Louis is garbage. Complete trash. I mean, they have Todd Gurley. They have a decent defense. Not the best. They're probably like top 10 defenses. So, but the thing is, Detroit has a pretty damn good offense. They have, they got Johnson. They got Matt Stanford. So they got some good people. They got a lot of. There's a really good team in there in Detroit. Detroit's a lot like Jacksonville, where they do have a really, really good team, it's just that they don't know how to execute to the best of their ability. And I'm not sure if it's a coaching problem, if there's just some type of leadership issue in general. I have no idea. My hunch is that Detroit is going to win. Then we got Indiana versus Jacksonville. Same thing here. I think Jacksonville also has a really, really good team. I think maybe they just need one more year to make the chemistry work. Indiana has been playing really, really good football lately, so I'm thinking that it's still going to happen. Now Jacksonville is playing at home, so that's the only thing. You know, I'm feeling Jacksonville on this one. I think Jacksonville, they've got to have some type of, because usually like there's like at least four games that happen every week that create offsets. I think this one that could be that. I do think, because also Detroit would be an offset too. So I think Detroit and Jacksonville will create an offset. I will be shocked if it doesn't happen, because Indiana has not been, they're not the Steelers, right? They're not, no, they're not the Steelers. They're not Seattle. They're not a team that's making this major comeback, but they've been playing better than they have in the beginning of the season for sure. Then you got Tampa Bay versus New Orleans. Oh, that's a tough one. My hunch says Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay is not great, but New Orleans' defense is so bad. They're ranked, depending on where you look, they're either ranked like number 28 or 32 in terms of defense. They're anywhere between those four. Their offense is okay. Drew Brees is obviously amazing. They got Mark Ingram. They got some good players, but they're not. They're also not the best offense at all. So Tampa Bay, I think is just much better rounded. In my opinion, it's going to be Tampa Bay. Then you got Pittsburgh versus Cincinnati. Now this is going to be a good game. Cincinnati is slated to win. Like they have a 37% chance to win. So basically, I think they're going to lose. I think Steelers have been so good lately. If the Steelers play like they are or have played like this in the beginning of the year, they would be like doing really, really well, in my opinion. So I think this is going to be a very, very, very tough game for Cincinnati to win. The only real problem I think the Steelers have is their defense, but their offense is great. Their offense is actually probably better than Cincinnati's, but it's just that defense. So that's tough. It's at home at Cincinnati. I'm gonna say Pittsburgh. I think Pittsburgh has been playing way too good to just give up a game like this. So we'll see. San Diego versus Kansas City. Kansas City has been playing amazing. It's all momentum based. They're gonna win. They're gonna destroy San Diego. San Diego is so bad. Like they're one of the worst teams. I believe they have, just like New Orleans, they're considered one of the worst defenses. They're either like 31 or 32. They got Seattle versus Baltimore. It's gonna be Seattle. I mean, come on. San Francisco versus Cleveland. This is a tough one. San Francisco is slated to win with 59% chance. Obviously, Cleveland has a 41. It's at Cleveland, which might not actually be a positive thing, but who knows? You got Johnny Manziel in, but you don't have Travis Benjamin, and someone else was injured too, I think. But so there's too many injured players. The team's just not good enough. San Francisco is gonna win. They just are. San Francisco is much healthier. I think that's why. Especially running off. I believe San Fran won the last game when they shouldn't have, so they're gonna have a bit of momentum. It being home at Cleveland does not mean a whole lot. It really does. Like nobody goes to those games. Nobody cares. So it's just not gonna happen. San Fran's gonna win. Tennessee versus the Jets. Ooh, I'm not sure. Tennessee's not a great team. Although I think they have the organization is moving way in the right direction, just like Jacksonville, just like Detroit. The Jets are going to win though. They have to win. They know they have to win. Washington versus Chicago. That's another tough one. Chicago is I think Chicago is a very, very good team. They just, I don't know what it is. They just suck in like so many other areas. Their defense isn't great. Washington, though, they've been playing some pretty good football. Washington is another team, though, where, God, they could have had like 2 or 3 more wins. They really should have, but so they're not great. Two teams that are not that great. My hunch is Chicago. I think Chicago just has a overall better offense. So then you have Denver versus Oakland. Denver has an 87% chance of winning, but I think it's going to be much closer than what people give it credit for, or give Oakland credit for. I still think Denver's going to win, but it's not going to be absolutely the Raiders. Then you got Green Bay versus Dallas. Green Bay's easily going to win. Easily. And even if they are behind 40 points the first half, they're still going to win. They're going to come back around. Come on. New England versus Houston. I'm going to say Houston. New England has been playing pretty horrendous lately. They got so many injuries. They're really hurting. Houston has been playing really, really good football. Plus, I think they have a pretty decent defense. They also have a pretty decent offense, too. I think Houston's actually a pretty underrated team, to be honest. I know a lot of people are going to disagree with that, but it's just my opinion, I guess. And then you got another 50-50 game, Miami versus the Jets. The Giants. Who's better? Well, Miami has momentum. The Giants don't. It's at home at Miami, so I'd say they have the advantage, like a slight advantage. I would also say that they're probably just the overall better team. Because the problem with Tannehill, his major problem is that he's always freaking getting sacks. So having the Jets defense, which is not great, go against Miami, I think Tannehill will be able to do some decent stuff. They got Jarvis Landry. They have some good players. They have some good wide receivers, some running backs. So I think it's going to go to Miami. Now the Giants have Eli Manning and Odell Beckham, but other than that, it's like there's really not a whole lot, you know. There's not a whole lot of superstars there. So I think it leans towards Miami. They have the momentum. They can do it. They can win. So that being said, thank you for watching. If you want to like this video, I'd appreciate that. If you want to subscribe and see more videos, that would be awesome. And if you want to follow me on Twitter, right there, or if you want to, let me point the right track. Look at Mike Penn's head, his big fat head. Mike Penn, you suck. You're so bad, dude. Anyways, that's it. So thank you for watching. Have a great day. Bye.